In just a few minutes, you're going to have all the tools you need to become a networking pro. Networking is one of the best ways to get everything you want in life without even trying. The new job you got because of someone you met a year ago, the $100,000 investment because somebody knew somebody. Even getting a husband, it really is the secret formula. But for many, the fear of meeting someone new, sparking new conversations, and being in new environments is just holding them back. I took the course Super Connector, The Secret of Professional Networking on LinkedIn Learning, and decided to save you the hour and share everything you need to know in 6 concrete steps. Step number 1, write down what you want out of life. This will make it so much easier to know who you should be targeting, where, and how. Along with that, write down what do you enjoy doing for fun and what are your special talents, whether people know about them or not. Find fun and unique ways to display what you want out of life throughout your environment. I love having my phone and laptop backgrounds be a collage of what I want, or even create a fun bingo card with all my different goals for the year, the month, the quarter, etc. Or you can go the old school route and just write it down or post it and put it all over your environment. Step number 2, pick the setting. Charitable events make it really easy to connect with people on a deep emotional level. You're around people with like passions, with very likely emotional stories about why they're here. Business settings are great for professional growth. Social events are great for making those connections without as much pressure. You can do it in a much more relaxed environment. And then online settings, whether it be LinkedIn, groups, etc., are great for reaching a large amount of people pretty quickly. Different settings are best for different types of connections, so be intentional about them. But here's a pro tip. Go to areas where your skill set is scarce. So for example, if you are a marketing professional, go to a toy summit rather than a marketing convention, because at the toy summit, if you're a marketer, oh my goodness, you are now the hero of that convention, of that summit, and people are going to be after you, rather than at the marketing convention and you are a dime a dozen. You have now placed yourself in a setting where you are in demand. So we've written our goals, picked our setting. Now it's time to interact. This is probably the step where you're getting hung up the most, figuring out what to say, who to say it to. You're shy. Like, it can be difficult to put yourself out there. But what if I told you you actually didn't need to say anything at all? That's correct, because what you're going to do is, instead of focusing on being the most interesting person in the room, you're going to be the most interested.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
This means listening intently with eye contact, showing that you are truly grasping what the person is saying. And then when they're done with their statements, go deeper with them by asking really thoughtful questions. Questions like, how come? And how did that change your perception of X? If someone mentions a new job they got, ask them, is it everything they thought it would be? Making people feel special makes you memorable. The second way you want to interact with others is by not asking what they can do for you, but what you can do for them.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Being helped makes others so much more eager to help you. So when you're connecting with someone about their new job, venture, etc., ask them, how can I help you with this? Make sure that they know you're expecting an answer right now. Because if you simply say, oh, reach out if you need any help, they likely won't. The third biggest tip for this interacting phase that we're in is, before asking for advice, say, you seem to be an expert. Then go into the question you have. You seem to be an expert. How would you go about this rollout? People love hearing phrases like that. They love feeling seen. They love feeling admired. So tap into that to further your connection with them, even when you're asking them for help. Step number 4, manage your relationships. After you get someone's card, immediately text them, hi Greg, this is Naya. It was so great to meet you about X, Y, and Z at blank today. Also, have your contact photo added to your phone. That way, when you text them, they have the opportunity to also see a visual of who they're talking to, because maybe you weren't that memorable. I don't know. But just in case, we want to make it easy for them to remember, oh, yes, that red hair, I know who just texted me. Now, this tip is specific for iPhone users. Android, I hope y'all have a setting where it's easy to share your contact photo with a new contact. If you don't, a great option is to also, after sending that initial text, take a little selfie. Just click and send it over within the message. I know it's gonna feel weird, however, it will likely be very, very appreciated, because again, we're trying to remember each other. At the end of the day, take a quick audit of who you connected with and track it in some sort of spreadsheet. Because what gets measured gets mastered, and you being able to see in one clear view everyone you've connected with and all the numbers you've gotten and people you need to follow up with, it'll make it so much easier to actually master networking. I've created a free spreadsheet you can steal right now using the link in the description. Step number 5, follow up. We need to make sure we're managing the connections we're making while also remaining top of mind for them. So the day after you make this connection, text, email, whatever, this person and say, hey, I would love to have a coffee chat, virtual coffee, a walk-in talk with you. I am free at these times next week. Let me know what works best for your schedule. Be accommodating while also making it easy for that person to quickly follow up and say yes. And if they say no, add that to the spreadsheet, because again, what gets measured gets mastered. Doesn't mean give up on that connection, just follow up again a week later and see if you can make something happen. And then step number 6, invest in your speaking skills. Investing doesn't always mean money, it can also mean time. For example, speaking to a camera for just 60 seconds every single day about anything you want while making sure you're maintaining eye contact with the lens will do wonders for your speaking abilities. When I say camera, I'm not saying no Canon Pro, whatever. Just take out your phone camera and talk directly to it. If you want to take it a step further, there are classes, seminars, webinars, etc. that you can take as well, both in person and online. But there we go. The 6 steps you need to know to master networking and allow it to actually transform your life, rather than just sitting in the corner and wondering why the hell your life isn't turning out the way you want it to. And I highly encourage you to set up some sort of event for you to attend, either online or in person, once a week for the rest of the year. You've taken a very big step by watching this video in the first place, so now let's actually take it out into the real world and let it actually change our lives. So make sure you give this video a like and a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.